I wanted to do a quick walkthrough of what this spiral Bible looks like on the inside. I don't get this view often anymore because it's so much work, but I wanted to show this because I'm excited about this. I used to make pages like this manually, and now I have the entire Bible already set up, so I'm excited about that. With that said, I'm going to try to bring us in a little bit closer. There we go. This is I believe it's a total of 5. I'm not going to bring each one of them. They're laid out the same, but they are broken up into different sections so that you don't have a big, huge clunker of a Bible. I do have a spiral Bible that is the Illustrated Faith, and that is the one where once all my studying is done and any final notes that I want to keep into indefinitely and forever will go in there. And this is just sort of as I'm going along. And I thought that for this setup, it was very affordable as well. So with that said, here is the Bible. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Here is I'm going to go to, that's the little note taker. So I'm going to go right to scripture. So here is the scripture. I'm going to sort of try to zoom in so you can see it a little bit more. But look at how you can sort of see that the letters, I mean, it's a pretty nice size. They are still a little bit small, but they're much bigger than most Bibles. I'm going to actually grab my big NLT and see if we can see a comparison real quick. Here is my life application, and see, here's the life application, and here is, now it helps that it may be still a smaller font. It's still a tiny bit bigger than this, but it is still on the small side. But because this paper has a heavier weight, I think that helps so much, because those thinner pages, the fact that you can see so much from the underside, it also can obscure your ability to read. And so I just think that this is just a really good size. Now, I would say that the line spacing is probably in the ballpark of like 1.2, 1.3. I don't think it's a full 1.5. I wish it was a 1.5, but you see here that the numbers of the chapters are pretty clear. There are no subheadings or no breaking up of the individual scriptures. So it's just as is. And I think I said, but this is an NLT version. The very obvious is the space to be able to take notes. If I'm not mistaken, this looks like it's about 2 inches. I'm going to grab a ruler. And let's see. Oh, actually, it's just under 3 inches. If you go to the, you can't see it here. Let's see here. Actually, let's turn it this way. If you go to the edge of the page, it's almost like right at 3 inches. See there? Almost. So, yeah. It's almost 3 inches of space to take notes. It is lined, which I like, and I like that the lines are not too little. I really like that. I would have preferred dot grid, but I think it helps. You can take really great notes. Now, one of the things that I absolutely love, well, actually, let me go to the beginning real quick. I love that when you have the first page, there is a page of notes to the left. I love this. If you're a person, when you get ready to read a book of the Bible, or you begin to study a book of the Bible, and you like to do preliminary research, like who wrote it and what was the timeline, and you know, what is one the most quoted verse, or one of the most popular verses in that book, or whatever notes you like to take, that you can put them here on the left hand side. And at first I was like, well, maybe they just did it for Genesis because they needed to get started and they wanted the new book to start on the right hand side, which is something I do all the time in my novels when we format them. But when I went through and looked at the other ones, let's go to, actually, let's not go to Exodus because that's right after. Look at this. Here's Leviticus. Same thing. And when I went to the rest of them in this book, because I haven't opened the other ones yet, I left them sealed. They all were like this, where there is a page of notes to the left hand side. Absolutely love that. Another thing that I love is at the end of every book of the Bible, there is a page of notes. So in this case, that means you have 2 pages where you can put additional notes, and I like that. One of the things that I'm known for is at the end of my at the end of a book of the Bible, if there is an open space like this, oh my goodness, I go to town. And so having something like this, it's just, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, I wanted to show one more thing, which was at the end. You see here again, it ends with notes. I'm going to also go back. Now, one of the things that I thought, I'm going to go back here. Here's a little introduction. I'm sorry, I made it all crooked now. There we go. And then here they have a reading plan for this particular book, and every book has the reading plan in there, which was great. Now, one of the things that I noticed that I didn't like is there is no table of contents, which I thought was weird. I thought it was just me. There is no table of contents, which I think is a missed opportunity, you know, to be able to mark where your chapters begin and end, especially because there are page numbers. And I wish there would have been that, you know, that opportunity. Another opportunity that I wish I could have been given would have been, since I purchased this directly from the creator, I would have loved the opportunity to opt to add additional note pages. Sort of like when you order from Erin Condren. You can extend it by whatever many pages, you know, of notes, and just pay a little extra. I would have paid extra in each one of my books to have some extra note pages, especially in these smaller ones. And like the New Testament, I would have done it as well. The final thing that I would have loved, and I'm going to go back. And I haven't done any testing of the pages. If that's something you want to see, let me know. Okay, so you see here how it's just that one page of notes. But here, for the beginning of each one of the chapters, I would have loved a title page. I know, again, that would have been a big ask, but I would have loved a title page. And I'm going to show you one other spiral Bible that I have. This is another spiral Bible that I have, and I'm starting to believe that like this one is just for Proverbs and Psalms. Hold on. But here what they did was just sort of had a little, you know, like it just made the title a little, you know, a little bit larger. I just would have liked a title, just a page with just the book on there. Again, because I'm going to show you one more. This one is done by I believe this one is done by Illustrated Faith now without, I mean, not Illustrated Faith, Daystar without Illustrated Faith. And this is also, this is the poetry. So I'm going to go back. And so here, all they do is sort of just put the title at the top. And it is sort of offset. But again, I would have loved to just see. Now, this one is a good one to compare when it comes to size. You see? I do like that this is an off-white, but I think this white is going to do so much better with color. And so, yeah, this one is another version. And so, with that said, I am looking forward to diving in. I absolutely love that I don't have to set this up myself anymore. I thought that they were reasonable and was affordable. You can go to their website and sign up for their email list, and they'll notify you whenever they have discounts. Because I know right before Christmas, I think they had like some things were up to 50% off. I didn't get that much of a discount, but it was enough because at the end of the day, I was printing the pages and binding them myself and all of that. That takes time and that takes resources. And I like just having it like this. You also can get them individually. Getting them as a set did decrease the price a little bit. And now I don't think this paper is super thick. I do feel like it's pretty close to standard printer size paper, but I do believe it will take what I plan to do really well. So taking just regular highlighters, pen, and all that stuff pretty well, because I will just be taking notes in this Bible. Well, reading and taking notes and like researching and things like that. Just like having a really good time just in the Word. Let me know if you have any questions or you want to see more once I dig into them. And I will show as a closing the final books. Let me grab them. You're going to hear all the good paper. I also got tabs to add to the Bibles. So this book is volume 1, and I plan to recover mine, but yeah, because I love a firmer cover. The cover itself is a good cardboard, but I want to recover mine. Okay, so that's volume 1. Here's volume 2, which is Joshua. So this one is Genesis through Deuteronomy. Volume 2 is Joshua through Esther. Here's the size. Volume 3 is the books of poetry, which is Job through Song of Solomon. Here is the size. Volume 4, it is the prophets, which is Isaiah through Malachi. Here is the size. And here is volume 5, which is the New Testament. And here, we're really close, y'all, is the size. And they did have other translations. Again, I intentionally picked NLT because that is the one that I'm reading this year, and I wanted the reading and the studying to be aligned. And then any studying that I want to do in my normal study Bible, which is the NISB or the New Inductive or NASB, New American Standard Bible, I can always just do that and bring notes over. And so with that said, that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section if you would like to see more. I don't think I've ever shared or shown that I was previously trained by Precept and as well as being trained to facilitate Bible studies, but I was trained in the inductive Bible study method, which just over the years I've evolved even more. And I don't do like a classic inductive anymore, but I do something similar to that just feels a little bit more natural to how I study and read. And so yes, let me know in the comments. With that said, your girl is out. Have a fantastic day. Take care, and as always, I will see you hopefully sooner than later. Goodbye.